Here's what I love about
amazing.
Billy Mitchell.
Amazing.
And another thing we learned from King of Kong, that he was a champion and he still is a champion, and his attitude of a champion has carried him throughout the years. What was the message that you had on your cell phone in the movie?
Well, it's funny because there's a story behind that, but the message on the cell phone is never surrender.
That's
never.
right. I remember because...
But again, you say it with an attitude. Never surrender.
Never surrender.
Hold on. How's this? Never surrender, you son of a bitch.
No need for the profanity.
Oh, don't. Billy, should I? What do you think about me saying the SOB word?
Well, I don't know. People call me it all the time, so I guess it's okay.
Name them. Billy, name them right now.
David,
I will
calm down,
kick
David.
their asses.
Calm down, David.
Well, what happened was I had somebody call me, and they wanted to get autographed bottles of sauce to give out for the holidays.
Nice.
And I would autograph it and send it out. And
Great Christmas gifts.
One guy called, and he wanted a case, and each bottle had a different person's name on it. And he said, just make up whatever you want. And I thought, I shouldn't write the same thing on every bottle. That would be boring.
Right.
So I started writing things that I know. Never surrender, never. Always play to win, always.
Have you ever heard the Bruce Springsteen song? And he made a promise. We swore we'd always surrender. No retreat, baby, no surrender. Ever heard that song before?
That's nice.
Yeah, that's good, but I don't think that'll fit on the bottle.
Yeah, that's the problem. We were watching the movie. I was on the couch with my girlfriend. The minute I saw that scene, I wanted to get her off her ass to start succeeding. I took her cell phone right out of her hands, and I put "Never Surrender" as the screensaver.
Did you hear that?
And that's for you, Billy Mitchell, because
Billy?
I wanted a little bit of the awe-inspiring glow that surrounds Billy Mitchell to surround the girl in my life.
Billy, if I can fly you up here to Manhattan, where we broadcast this show, are you game? I will buy you drinks on me, and maybe... Now listen, do you like to play any of the modern, like the Wii, or are you like a home system at all? Are there any home systems that you like?
No, the truth is I don't even own a home system.
Really?
I never have. When they had the Pac-Man Championship there, a little over a year and a half ago.
Okay.
They wanted me to participate, and I said, I don't have a home machine. I never have. And they said, well, we'll send it to you. And so they sent me the machine, and I had to qualify in the top 10 in the world to do it. And the contest had already started. Well, the Xbox 360 got here, and I had to get the kid across the street to hook it up because I didn't even know how to hook it up.
Well,
because he plays the game.
Old school guy.
It's
I'm an old school knuckle.
Very difficult. I understand what you're saying. There's an outlet. There's prongs on the.
But these guys, but you and me from the old days, we play with one hand. These guys, they got a button for all 10 fingers.
I know. I remember going back. When was it? When do you think Atari hit its peak? When me and you were, on top of the game. What was that, like 82, 83?
Yeah, I would say 82.
Let me ask you this.
83.
I have so many questions for you. We are talking to Billy Mitchell, the greatest video game player of all time. Your friend, Steve Sanders.
Yes, sir.
Does he I'm sure people tell him this all the time, but is he a fan of Now 210? And what does he think about Ian Ziering?
I've actually picked on him about it. I've tried to pick on him.
Nice.
And maybe because he knows what he has to do to defend himself, he doesn't respond. He just shrugs it off because when you pick on somebody and they don't respond, you sort of move along.
Yeah, it's a good point.
If you get under their skin, then they never get away from you.
What I love is Eastside Dave and Billy Mitchell sharing jokes.
I love it.
They make the same jokes. Here's my question, also about King of Kong. How did you feel when they kind of made it controversial, when you submitted your big taped Donkey Kong score, and they started saying, well, he used to say only live, and there's a glitch in the tape, and they threw every excuse in the book they could to not give Billy Mitchell his score when obviously it was the score to get.
Well, a couple of things. I didn't, and again, it's Hollywood, and it has to be entertaining.
Right.
And if they didn't do what they did, we wouldn't be sitting here talking about it or having fun.
Good point.
But the truth of the matter is, I sent the tape there, and it was not a submission for a high score. It's not the first time I've submitted a tape. I was at the New York Film Festival, and they showed a tape on the big screen. The first tape I ever showed that I got over 1 million.
At the New York Film Festival?
Earlier.
At the New York Film Festival.
I'm sorry, New York Video Game.
Okay. I was going to say
that is at the Lincoln Center. I'm sorry.
No, that's cool. That's cool. I just thought maybe
Billy Mitchell, you don't ever have to apologize for special delivery.
Billy, listen, if it was up to me, I'd show every one of your tapes at a film festival. I'll go to Sundance right now. You want me to do that?
Well, Well, no. What was unique was I sent the tape, and it was just shown in the cabin, and it wasn't. It was. You probably hear people say it in the movie. It's for entertainment only. Entertainment only. It was not to be submitted as a record. But the other factor is, it was sent there on Wednesday, and it was viewed. They began viewing it. I believe it was on Wednesday. It was viewed before Steve Wiebe ever got there.
Oh, that's
okay? But in the movie, in the movie, if I understand correctly, because I haven't seen it, but if I understand correctly, he played the game. He got his high score, and suddenly I raced the tape up there to steal his thunder.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like in the film.
I couldn't get the tape that fast if I sent it on the space shuttle.
That's a good point.
That's why I like
my tape was already shown just for fun or just for entertainment purposes before he ever arrived there. I didn't know he was going.
Billy Mitchell shows his tapes for entertainment purposes.
And that's why I like, you're only going to get this on the special delivery show starring Sam and Dave. It's the Mitchell perspective, not the Hollywood perspective, the Billy Mitchell.
Great point, Sam.
There's not a single world record that I hold or that I've held that I don't actually have a personal high score higher than.
That's fantastic. Now wait, let me ask you this question. What is your relationship like with Steve Wiebe? Obviously, he was the hero of King Kong. To some
quote
people,
unquote.
Listen, Billy, to some people, not to me. You know why? I root for the quote-unquote bad guys because I always think that they, underneath it all, are more interesting, like you.
Well, to be honest, that's why I say the world of Hollywood or the real world. And what happens is, in the world, there needs to be a good guy and a bad guy. And to be honest, playing the bad guy is a lot more fun.
Isn't it better?
There's another movie out that was on Showtime last month called Chasing Ghosts.
I desperately want to see that film.
Yeah, where I don't play the bad guy, and I play the good guy. And to be honest, it's not as much fun.
It's not as interesting.
Yeah, it's not as interesting.
You don't get under as many people's skin. But the truth is, with Steve, he and I, before I met him, he and I shared 3 separate conversations, all lasting more than an hour. Very good, very friendly, personal conversations where we just spoke about ourselves.
Again, the Mitchell perspective. The Mitchell perspective, not the Hollywood perspective.
Well, yeah, the truth is, I guess they forgot to put that in the movie. But then I invited him to San Jose, California, to the Classic Gaming Expo. This was in 2005 or 4.
So he's like 2004. So that was 5 years ago.
I invited him there. I was called upon stage to speak, as I always am. I spoke. I invited him on stage, and while I was on stage, I unveiled a poster in his honor, commissioning the poster for him, for his achievements, his contribution to the hobby, and for his skill. And then later on, or throughout that weekend, he and I played. Okay, on my first game, I got a kill screen.
Wow.
I got 929. Now, he played, and on the final day, his final game, he got a kill screen of 893.
Wow.
I mean, so he and I were there. We were friendly. We played. We went on internet talk shows, and to be honest, I could not have been kinder to him, nor was he unkind to me. But again, that wouldn't play very well in the movie. So the truth, and from that point, in the movie, I didn't see him after that. Then in the movie where they showed that he came down to the restaurant.
Yeah. I remember.
And I drove around back, and I was afraid to go in, so I ran off like a chicken.
Yeah.
I went in the back. I went in the movie. I went in the restaurant. I was there. I introduced him and everybody there to my wife and children.
Thank you for exposing this.
I sat down at the table with him. We autographed his book. He had dinner. I bought him his dinner.
That's incredible.
So
no, it didn't.
That wouldn't make a very good part. That wouldn't make a very good movie. He's actually acknowledged that happened now. He's acknowledged the different things in the film.
Now,
and so the truth is, I haven't spoken to him since the film very much. I saw him at one gathering in L.A. where I was there to help raise food for homeless people, and I just said hi to him because
Billy,
I was only there for 2
you
hours.
raised money for homeless people in Los Angeles?
Yes, sir.
Can we? This is how Special Delivery starring Sam and Dave does it. When you say that, we clap. We applaud you.
I wanted to know.
I thought you were going to get mad at me because I didn't do it for people in New Jersey.
No,
Billy.
How'd you know I was from New Jersey, Billy?
From your accent.
Billy Mitchell. Billy Mitchell.
But I wanted to know.
Wait a
also,
second.
This is.
Where do you think?
It could have been worse. It could have been worse. I could have said from your attitude, but I didn't want to say it.
Oh, Billy!
Hey, you know
Where's Sam from? Where's Sam from? Do you think?
You know who else is from New Jersey?
Who?
Brian Koo.
Brian Koo. I was just about to ask him.